An Australian man was out with some friends near a remote river in hopes to have some fun. Having tied a rope to a tree branch, he gets ready to swing himself into the seemingly safe waters. What happens next might shock you. The crocodile thankfully missed its bites. Now under shock, the man immediately swims back to shore and gets out of the water as fast as he can. I have no doubt that this day scarred him for life. A man peacefully kayaking in North Carolina was the unfortunate target of a hungry and territorial alligator, not expecting much to happen. He seems to be having a good time paddling around the remote river. At some point though, he hears something nearby that leads him to stop right in his tracks. Although weird, he doesn't think much of it and simply decides to continue on his adventure. What happens next will most likely shock you. Now full of adrenaline, he thankfully manages to flip the kayak in time and takes a few seconds to catch his breath. Definitely not wanting to risk his life again, he quickly turns his boat around and immediately paddles away as fast as he can. This first clip will make your heart beat faster than an alligator can catch its prey. At the beginning of the video, a man can be seen standing near an enormous alligator, seemingly preparing to catch it. After a while, the man proceeds to throw a towel over its head and slowly makes his way on top of the creature to get a hold of it. Getting on top and behind the giant predator, the man puts his hands on the animal's neck, prompting it to do something extremely bone-chilling. Unfortunately, the video ends there, but it is clear that the man ended up being okay in the end. This intense clip starts out with this man recording his surroundings before rope swinging into the water below with his camera in hand. For a few seconds, all seems well, and the swimmer continues to record the clear water until this happens. Immediately, the frightened man quickly swims to shore and is luckily able to escape just in time. On the edge of a river in Australia, a group of tourists witnessed something unthinkable when their brave tour guide attempted to hand-feed a large and hungry crocodile. The man continues to put on a show by teasing the animal when things suddenly take a horrifying turn.
Quiet, please.
With everyone there still in shock by what just happened, they proceed to observe the huge animal for a few more minutes before cutting their cameras completely. This photographer was taking pictures of a deadly crocodile, not realizing that the actual death was just inches away from him.
Hey, it's there.
Antonio! There's one right there!
Even a deaf man would have heard the screams of his friends. But the photographer was a gone case. Glad he made it out. This next terrifying encounter shows a man in a small kayak, cruising down a very murky river in the middle of a dense jungle. After a while, they start to slowly approach a small opening in the jungle, only for a very unexpected creature to emerge from the shadows.
Ya. Situ aja. Situ aja nak ya. Apa-apa ini?
Male crocodiles are said to grow to as much as 20 meters in length, which is all the more surprising when the man appears to be unbothered, despite the size of the predator. The man starts feeding it with his bare hands and even decides to pet the animal on its head.
Sayap lagi, sayap. Nih, pegang bapak dulu. Lindu bapak, lindu. Lindu na babi.
Moments later, he runs out of food and starts thinking about leaving, but not before he does something extremely shocking.
Tutup matanya. Bapak cayang dulu ya.
Thankfully for him, the crocodile keeps its patience and lets him leave unscathed. In Australia, a group of unsuspecting tourists had an encounter with a hungry saltwater crocodile. In hopes to put on a show, the tour guide hangs a tasty piece of meat over the predator and tries multiple times to get its attention. What happens next is not what he expected.
And then I'll sort of start what?
The tourists stopped recording and most likely went on with their day like normal. A swim in your pool might sound like a relaxing time, but that can change if an alligator to join the party. Published in December of 2016, the clip starts off with a night view of a man and a woman enjoying a swim in the pool. A few moments later, an alligator is seen suddenly entering the pool, startling the people in the water and forcing them out. After several seconds of trying to get away from the predator, they both managed to safely get out of the water, and you thought pool parties were safe. A group of tourists on a boat had their tour guide attempt to feed some hungry crocodiles when the unimaginable happened. After spotting the predators from the other side of the river, they decide to get a closer look and park the boat on the shore. Contrary to what most would do, the tour guide jumps in the water with a piece of the chicken in his hands and tries to provoke the crocodiles to come closer.
Yeah, I got this.
He finally gets their attention and proceeds to bravely feed them from up close while the terrified tourists are forced to watch.
Wow, that's loud.
No fearing for his safety, he jumps back on the boat, but still tries to continue the show. Unfortunately, the lady recording isn't all ready for what's about to happen.
Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Feeling like they've seen enough, the group decides to start up the boat again and leave the crocodiles alone before anyone gets hurt. Thanks for watching this video until the end. Let me know which moment you were most impressed with, though I know it's hard to choose right. Subscribe to the channel to receive notifications of more wildlife videos. See you again.